Brigitte, how are you?
Hey, hi Manuel. I'm good. How about yourself?
Thank you. I'm really grateful that you're joining today on our short interview about executive coaching. So really interested to learn more about it. And first of all, for our audience, who are you?
My name is Brigitte Spolenak. I am right now the EMEA CHRO for Mitsubishi Chemical Group.
So in your role as a CHRO, we want to talk about executive coaching. And first of all, I think what could be interesting is to think about what's the challenge you try to solve.
Yeah, probably there is not one typical challenge. That's at least what we saw. There is multiple challenges that might be something in onboarding on an executive role for somebody who was recently promoted or even comes from outside. But that also might be somebody who just faces some challenges in a role and to support the person to be more successful in a current role. So that can range very broadly.
Okay, interesting. So your example bringing in really that someone is in a new leadership role or someone is facing challenges in this role, and that's a typical challenges. Makes sense. And now, when thinking of these challenges, what was the solution?
Yeah, I mean, a solution, usually it starts with a situation, right? And then you elaborate on an improvement area or an onboarding area, and then you define basically what you want to do, and that's basically where you guys or the Conferry team kicked in back in our cases, where we had a good identification of the situation, the coachee, of course, like the personality and what preferences the coachee has, and then to find good profiles where we then were always able to downsize like to 2-3 coaching profiles from coaches, which were then fit, and our people could talk to the shortlisted coaches and select who actually is a better fit. And already this process, I have to say, was a very added value in order to reflect already on a very early stage around what is it really I want to achieve in this coaching, and eventually sometimes this clarifies even more so what the outcome should be.
Right. So really, when thinking of the selection of the profiles and having these chemistry calls with the coaches, that already is something that helps then the leaders or executives to really get clear on what they want to achieve and the challenge they are facing. Interesting. So when thinking of then the solutions, what would you say was the result for the firm?
Yeah, I mean, it usually ends with like a closing session, and we always push for the next level manager to be involved as well, because usually that's quantify return on invest is not so easy, but that can go in big numbers if you think of like a project being successful or being not delayed, or maybe engagement of a team is going up, or a business deal being successful. And I mean, coaching plays a certain part in it. So to quantify is eventually not that easy, but it's always good if you define a target in the beginning, and then eventually you have a review at the end and you look into what was achieved, and have a good understanding on what the learning was in the journey.
So real targeted development for the executive to fulfill his or her role. Yeah. Thank you so much, Brigitte. I hope the folks out there find it interesting. As always, if you're interested to learn more, just leave us some comments or contact us. I think, Brigitte, you're also more than happy to talk about it, or let other people also give some insights about how these coachings helped in a specific case. And thank you very much, Brigitte, for joining today.
Yeah, happy to do so, and thanks a lot for having me.
Have a great day.
Likewise, bye, Manuel.